How you doing, everybody? Sean here. I'm about to package this comic book that I sold on eBay. I just wanted to go through the parts and materials first. Well, you need the comic book. I also have 3 pieces of cardboard here. One of them with the corrugation going side to side, and 2 of them going up and down. I have my trusty stamper here that says "Fragile, please do not bend." Tape, business card, and bubble mailer. So I'm going to start off by taking the cardboard that was going side to side, placing the comic book on it, and getting it where none of the corners are bent over the side. And this really helps protect the comic book. Take some tape, hooking on the side here. Sorry, a little technical difficulties. Side here, put it. What this is doing is it's going to secure the comic book in the center of this piece of cardboard. It's going to get it where it doesn't move in the shipping process. Sorry if that tape's a little loud for you guys. And I do that on the bottom, and I also do that on the top. Now this is not any special packaging that I do. This is just normal packaging that I do. I used to do it a little bit differently, but I've changed my ways. Put my card in the middle here. A little piece of tape. Tape it on there. And the importance about the card, if you're selling on eBay, I mean, I do have a store, but the reason why I want to put that card there is I want them to know that this is the person that packaged this. You know, the information it has on there talks about the website, and it also talks about, you know, keep coming back. But the main thing I want them to see is that this was done by a person. I put the other piece of another piece of cardboard on the back of that one, and then on the top. I check that out, make sure they're all about the same size. I cut these by hand with like a paper cutter. Start at the bottom, and I try to pull that. Now you guys can't really see that. Try to pull that as tight as possible here. Sorry about that. Because you want the comic book to be very snug, like almost like it's being comforted by the cardboard. Make sure there's not a lot of movement, because if there is, you know, I need to tighten up that tape. Put it on the side. Again, give it some comfort. Let it, you know, be snug in there, because you don't want the comic book moving around. It's the last thing that you want to happen. So that is in there securely. It's not going to move around any. Take and put it inside my bubble mailer. And I like to fold it up to make it as snug as possible. Because that's the biggest thing with shipping comic books, in my opinion, is you want them as snug as possible. I take the little strip here off. It's already got that fold inside there. And press down. Now, with my stamper, I like to take across the seam and put it on there. I like to put it on 4 times each side. Now this side is going to be the side that has the postage on it, and that's about that big, so I need to make sure that I don't cover that up, so I always go to the edges on the front. So then I'm able to put the postage on there. This comic book is going to arrive secure. Hopefully we get a picture of what it looked like when it showed up. I always like great feedback, because if there's any changes that I need to make the whole experience better for the customer, that's the most important part. It's really not about, when you're dealing with just comic books one-on-one with somebody, it's all about the comic books. When you're dealing with somebody that could be across the country or in another country, you want to really ensure that you're dealing with this process just as good as you're dealing with the pricing, the grading of the comic book itself. So I think I've done pretty well. I've never had complaints about my shipping process. Never had anybody say that, you know, there was something damaged. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully we get a picture, and if I do, I will post it to this video as soon as I get it. Have a good one. Peace.